Chapter 15. Now the lot for the tribe of the sons of Judah according to their families reached the border of Edom, southward to the wilderness of Zin at the extreme south. Their south border was from the lower end of the Salt Sea, from the bay that turns to the south. Then it proceeded southward to the ascent of Akrabim and continued to Zin, then went up by the south of Kadesh Barnea and continued to Hezron, and went up to Ada and turned about to Karka. It continued to Asmon and proceeded to the brook of Egypt, and the border ended at the sea. This shall be your south border. The east border was the Salt Sea, as far as the mouth of the Jordan. And the border of the north side was from the bay of the sea at the mouth of the Jordan. Then the border went up to Beth Hoglah and continued on the north of Beth Arabah. And the border went up to the stone of Bohan, the son of Reuben. The border went up to Debir from the valley of Achor, and turned northward toward Gilgal, which is opposite the ascent of Adumim, which is on the south of the valley. And the border continued to the waters of En Shemesh, and it ended at En Rogel. Then the border went up to the valley of Ben Hinnom, to the slope of the Jebusite on the south, that is Jerusalem. And the border went up to the top of the mountain, which is before the valley of Hinnom, to the west, which is at the end of the valley of Rephaim, toward the north. From the top of the mountain the border curved to the spring of the waters of Nephtoah, and proceeded to the cities of Mount Ephron. Then the border curved to Baalah, that is Kiriath Jearim. The border turned about from Baalah westward to Mount Seir, and continued to the slope of Mount Jearim on the north, that is Chesalon, and went down to Beth Shemesh, and continued through Timnah. The border proceeded to the side of Ekron northward. Then the border curved to Shekharon, and continued to Mount Baalah, and proceeded to Jabneel, and the border ended at the sea. The west border was at the Great Sea, even its coastline. This is the border around the sons of Judah according to their families. Now he gave to Caleb the son of Jephunneh a portion among the sons of Judah, according to the command of Yahweh to Joshua, namely Kiriath Arba, Arba being the father of Anak, that is Hebron. Caleb drove out from there the three sons of Anak, Sheshai and Ahiman and Talmai, the children of Anak. Then he went up from there against the inhabitants of Debir. Now the name of Debir formerly was Kiriath Sepher. And Caleb said, the one who attacks Kiriath Sepher and captures it, it will give him Aksah, my daughter, as a wife. Othniel, the son of Kenaz, the brother of Caleb, captured it, so he gave him Aksah, his daughter, as a wife. It came about that when she came to him, she persuaded him to ask her father for a field. So she alighted from the donkey, and Caleb said to her, what do you want? Then she said, give me a blessing. Since you have given me the land of the Negev, give me also springs of water. So he gave her the upper springs and the lower springs. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the sons of Judah according to their families. Now the cities at the extremity of the tribe of the sons of Judah toward the border of Edom in the south were Kabzeel and Eder and Jagur, and Kinah and Dimonah and Adadah, and Kadesh and Hazor and Isnan, Ziph and Telem and Beeloth, and Hazor Hadattah and Kirioth Hezron, that is Hazor, Ammon and Shema and Moladah, and Hazar Gadar and Hashmon and Beth Pelet, and Hazar Shual and Beersheba and Beziothia, Bala and Lim and Ezem, and Altolad and Chesil and Homa, and Ziklag and Metmanah and Zensana and Lebaoth and Shilhim and Ai and Rimmon, in all 29 cities with their villages. In the lowland, Ashtaol and Zorah and Ashna and Zanoah and Enganim, Tapua and Inam, Jarmuth and Adullam, Soko, and Azekah, and Sharaim, and Adithaim, and Gedera, and Gederothaim, 14 cities with their villages. Zenan, and Hadashah, and Migdal-gad, and Dilian, and Mizpeh, and Joktheel, Lachish, and Bozkath, and Eglon, and Kabon, and Lahmas, and Chitlish, and Gederoth, Beth Dagon, and Naamah, and Nakedah, 16 cities with their villages. Libnah, and Ether, and Ashan, and Iftah, and Ashna, and Nezib, and Keilah, and Akzib, and Mareshah, 9 cities with their villages. Ekron with its towns and its villages, from Ekron even to the sea, all that were by the side of Ashdod with their villages. Ashdod, its towns and its villages, Gaza, its towns and its villages, as far as the brook of Egypt and the great sea, even its coastline. In the hill country, Shamar, and Jator, and Soko, and Dana, and Kiriath Zana, that is Debor, and Anab, and Eshtamal, and Anim, and Goshen, and Holon, and Gilo, 11 cities with their villages. Arab, and Duma, and Eshan, and Janum, and Beth Tapua, and Afekah, and Humta, and Kiriath Arba, that is Hebron, and Zio, 9 cities with their villages. Maon, Kamal, and Ziph, and Juttah, and Jezreel, and Zokdim, and Zanoah, Kain, Gibeah, and Timnah, 10 cities with their villages. Halhol, Beth Zor, and Gedor, and Marath, and Beth Anoth, and Eltekon, 6 cities with their villages. Kiriath Baal, that is Kiriath Jearim, and Rabbah, 2 cities with their villages. In the wilderness, Beth Arabah, Midin, and Sekaka, and Nibshan, and the city of Salt, and Engedi, 6 cities with their villages. Now, as for the Jebusites, the inhabitants of Jerusalem, the sons of Judah could not drive them out, so the Jebusites lived with the sons of Judah at Jerusalem until this day.